This week, chainsaws.
Mattresses.
And do all phones go to heaven?
This is the front page. Welcome to the front page, a show that brings you the top content of the week from the social news website, reddit.com. I'm Tyler Slayton.
And I'm Neil Figuracion.
It is November.
What?
Yeah, right?
And it's not, like, deadly cold.
It wasn't even that. I was just like, holy crap, 2015 went...
There was a year that just happened.
Yeah, no kidding. Most of it. But also, yes, it is quite warm.
I'm hearing rumors that there's not going to be a snowpocalypse in Chicago.
I thought you were just going to say there's not going to be a winter. And I was like,
no winter
yes,
allowed.
I'm all for it. Yes,
yeah.
Winter is not coming.
My plan this year was to go bike all year long.
That first snowfall, I think everyone has that same thought of just like, this is the last one. Never again. I'm moving. Going to South America. I'm tired of this.
Yeah. Well, you go back to California and there's no water there.
I don't know if that's better.
Right.
It'd be warmer. I mean, there's no precipitation. You don't have to shovel anything. But there's something I want to talk about. Did you know that they made a Gem movie?
Yes.
Based on Gem and the Holograms?
Yes. I never watched the cartoon really, but I
was aware of it.
Yeah.
That movie came out?
I do. And
do you know anyone that saw it? Because no one saw it.
I know that fans were pretty angry about it. And I mean, speaking as a fan of John Chu's work, the director.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's the guy who did
Step Up 3D, man. One of the best movies of all time.
What did he do more recently than that? He did some other action.
G.I. Joe
Retaliation.
G.I. Joe,
that was it. Yeah.
You know.
He
and the LXD.
What's that?
The League of Extraordinary Dancers was an YouTube series.
Okay. But yeah, apparently it set some record. It was like the poorest wide release like ever from whatever studio put it out, like Warner Brothers or something.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it, and I don't know if it's any good.
Well,
I feel like there are a lot of fans who are very turned off by some of the changes that were made.
Well, that's the thing. There's a couple of reviews I saw that basically said if you just put out this movie and didn't call it Gem, it's a fairly enjoyable movie. But the fact that you called it Gem and you base it off of a property, because everything now needs to be based off of an IP.
If it's based off a property, yeah.
Well, just like any movie now there needs to be some sort of stupid brand recognition for some, like, who cares about, like, you're either
stories that are actually good.
Yeah, but you're not going to go see like a 15-year-old doesn't care about Gem, and that's what this movie is targeted at. So just make a movie like Gem, don't call it Gem, and then you're not disappointing anyone.
I mean, either that or you market to the old fans who are now older and wiser and smarter.
Well, but if you do that, you need to make Gem. You need to make
Well, I remember when the Brady Bunch movie came out, and that movie is a giant satire of the time.
That's kind of a different...
Yeah, totally different take, but that's a way that you could do it.
Sure.
Being with a wink to the original.
Right, yeah. But I'm wondering I'm hoping this will be the end of as much as I love my Marvel movies and Star Wars is coming out and I'm excited about that, I hope this is the end of just like, it's got a name, let's make it. Battleship? Yeah. Clue? Well, they made Clue.
Clue's a great movie.
Clue is a great movie. Operation. Let's make an Operation movie.
I mean, yeah.
That's
I want to see someone get the rusty gut
out
bucket
of the realm
out.
of the Peanuts movie is coming out. I'm like, who cares?
I'm looking forward to it.
I don't think it's going to be good. But you know what is good?
What?
Front page. Good night, everybody. Also was good was Halloween. We talked a little bit about Halloween last week, but I thought we'll get into our first story. This is submitted to the subreddit Funny by Mike X5. I think I might have found who won Halloween. I know everyone claims to like, this person won Halloween. I think this one got it. Story's called, "This guy was walking around campus asking for people's emails so he could send them money." He's a Nigerian prince.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Some sort of college campus. He dressed up as the Nigerian
That's pretty smart.
prince.
That's pretty smart.
What a perfect costume, because it's just a faceless, nameless thing that you could
Which is probably not even actual Nigerian prince involved in the...
I don't even think Nigeria is involved. Do you know the reason that it's always Nigeria?
Why?
It's because they need to get people who are stupid enough that they have never heard of this scam. That's how poor the scam is, that they're just like, listen, if we send enough of these out, there'll be someone who's like never heard of this scam. So that's why it's always Nigeria. Wow. So they can just get the dumbest people. I shouldn't say dumbest. Sometimes people are being taken advantage of.
Well, people know that Nigeria is a thing.
The most unaware people. Mm-hmm. But I thought that was really funny. And
like people who just get rickrolled like continuously for the last 10 years.
Always angry. They're just like, well, maybe this time. And
yeah.
Sure enough. I got rickrolled not too long ago, and I was like, this is still a thing? What? Who's still doing this?
It's the phase of memes, right? Like they just continue to
memes
evolve.
are just going to start coming back. Like we're going to start, like Star Wars Kid is going to become a big thing.
My Time Hop is starting to eat my old Time Hop posts.
I don't know what that is.
Time Hop's the app where it looks back on the last several years of your social media.
Yeah, I would just be like, man, I was fat. That's all. I was like, oh, I look terrible in that picture. I need to stop. But yeah, that was it. Real quick.
I hope he got some emails.
That's the other thing. I wonder what he did with the emails. I hope nothing. Because or just sent them something funny.
Here's some money.
Or if he sent them money, that'd be great. All right, we can move on. Because this next one's real interesting. This next one it was submitted to the subreddit GIFs by Pipanwa. That's not I don't think that's clever. That might just be an actual name, Pipanwa.
Okay.
It says, this is Goalball, a sport played by blind people.
What?
Right. So it seems to be some sort of combination of dodgeball and soccer.
And it's played by blind folks, so it has to bounce, apparently. Like, bouncing's a part of the thing.
Maybe?
Because how else would you tell where the ball was if it was in the air?
Yeah, I guess that's true. How does he find that so quick?
By hearing.
I get, yeah. That's the other thing that I thought was weird about this is, why do they have blindfolds on?
To prove? Or maybe to block out light? If they have light visibility?
So there's sort of blind people that play this?
Maybe.
Wouldn't you rather just be the best sort of blind person at
no,
soccer?
That's not the game. That's not the game. That's like playing soccer with almost your hands.
I know, but I don't know. The blindfold thing makes me feel weird because it's like, do we not trust them that they're blind? That's bizarre.
I don't know. I just like the fact of playing Daredevil games.
And also, this is not a spectator sport, even though there's spectators there, because blind people aren't going to watch it.
I find, they might
I don't
enjoy
want to
the
make
bouncing
fun of the story,
balls.
But it's I don't know. I should have gone on this magical internet machine and looked up more facts about this, but I like the stories that have more questions than answers.
Yeah, I feel like gameplay is basically bounce it and try to get the net, but then it gets caught. So I'm wondering where the depth of the game is, or maybe the depth of the game is literally just that.
I wonder if it has to roll in, because why wouldn't you just try and bounce it hard enough that it bounced over them? Because the technique for all goalkeeping seems to be, based on these two teams, just lie down.
Maybe, it's not just lie down.
But
they do lie down, but there are holes.
Oh, that guy barely got it, yeah.
Plus, you have to be in a place where you reach it.
Also, do you think the spinning is that like a sound distraction?
Like the way that they spin? Or the way that they put English on the ball?
To pitch it. Yeah, but he spins around twice. That doesn't seem necessary. I don't know.
Who can tell?
If you know someone who plays this sport, we'll Skype them in. I want them on this show. I want to know more about this. This seems way more interesting than Murder Ball.
I mean, Murder Ball is also cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, also, what? I just realized this is an international game. This is Brazil versus Finland.
Crazy pants.
Yeah. And it's 9-1. Finland is not good.
Or maybe
it's that
Brazil
double spinning
technique.
Very good. That's unnecessary, dude.
You don't know.
Why aren't there numbers in their jerseys in Braille? I feel like that would be a nice
Because
touch.
the people who see or adjudicate don't have to be blind?
I know, but you can. I assume you can read the numbers 1 through 10 or 1 through 3 in Braille.
Like you have to touch a player to feel their number?
No,
That would be.
I feel like it would be a nice touch.
Oh, you mean like visible Braille dots?
Yeah. No, not like functional Braille. I don't mean like, hello, Jim. Number 7. I don't know. One of these things, like I said, more questions than answers, but I'm excited by the prospect of this. All right, we can go to the next story.
Cool.
Our next story is submitted to the subreddit World News by Def Leppard. Oh, it's just Def Leppard. It's spelled the wrong way the band spells it. Not forget it.
The way the band doesn't spell it?
No, it's the way this band spells it, not the correct way you would actually spell Def Leppard.
Oh, so someone just wants to pour some sugar on me.
Indeed.
Okay.
Because they're a photograph.
Oh.
Yes. Which pay for those.
I said I didn't sing enough to recognize it.
All right. So this is a story from Vice. It says, report. UN staff transported 380 pounds of weed and tried to bring a chainsaw onto a plane. Do I have your attention?
Mm-hmm.
A staff of the United Nations transported roughly 380 pounds of weed in an official vehicle and repeatedly threatened each other with murder, according to an annual report on the disciplinary matters and cases of criminal behavior issued by the international organization. Excuse me. The report carried out by the UN Secretariat covers a period between July 2014 and June of this year. This is a 1-year span.
I thought you meant one person's weight on a plane.
No, this is not all one person. This is all like the UN. UN has, it says in here, it's like 40,000 employees, I guess you'd call them, around the world. But it does not name any of the staff involved, their nationalities, or where the offenses took place. But in the report, a staffer was referenced as being fired for using an official vehicle of the organization to transport approximately 173 kilograms of marijuana. Another employee inexplicably tried to bring a chainsaw on a UN passenger flight, which...
Maybe there was a tree in their seat.
I don't know. They're afraid of zombies or something. Maybe that's a power move, because I'll be honest, plane or no plane, I'm not messing with someone who has a chainsaw.
I'm pretty sure if I can't bring a petanque set onto a plane, a chainsaw would not be allowable.
Yeah, this violates all sort of... Well, we don't necessarily know if it's the TSA. It could be some other... Whatever any country's equivalent
TSA.
is. I think they would all universally frown on a chainsaw being brought on a flight.
Yeah, I'm glad that, there's no open carry chainsaw folks around the country or the world, maybe.
There should be more... I think
open
that should
carry
be instead
chainsaw?
of guns. Yeah, I think we should just all have chainsaws.
I mean, chainsaws are heavier than guns, I think.
Get a workout. It's all good. All right. Investigations said several UN staff members threatened colleagues with violence, including one who repeatedly threatened to kill or suggest that the staff member could arrange to kill the head of a mission. So there's some gangster stuff going on in the UN. In the UN.
All right.
Which is not encouraging. That's
I don't judge other people's culture, man.
There's also a bunch of weird ones. On another occasion, a staff member drove a tractor into the office of a coworker, quote, with the intent of damaging the office and injuring the staff member's supervisor.
Maybe they were mad.
Well, the UN investigators chalked up the incident to, quote, long-standing workplace-related issues.
Yeah.
Which I think is the nicest way to classify tractor murder.
I mean, they could just call it going postal, but...
Well, that would be if he was in a postal car. He was in a tractor. Yeah. This is going
Farmeral.
We can do better.
Farmal.
Post in the comments how we could have made that joke better. Other entries in the report were more mundane. A staff member removed barbed wire from UN premises without authorization. Was he stealing the barbed wire? Or was just like, I don't like barbed wire. Get rid of that barbed wire.
It's not pretty.
Barbed wire is not pretty. You could make decorative barbed wire.
I don't know.
You probably wouldn't. You don't need to, but you could.
Like rainbow-colored barbed wire?
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
An employee took fuel belonging to the UN. A staff member stole a ream of paper, which, like, why even include that on the list?
I mean, it's a crime.
It's definitely a violation, and you shouldn't do that. But I feel like if you're stealing a ream of paper, you could be like, he took a chainsaw on a plane. Like, you're not going to get in trouble. And another misrepresented his educational records to superiors. So this goes from lying all the way up to threatening murder.
Or attempted murder.
Or attempted murder via tractor, yes. And trafficking unimaginable amount of drugs.
I mean, I can imagine it because I think the both of us together are about the same weight as that amount of weed. In pounds.
Yeah, about that, yeah. The UN says that after an employee is dismissed, it is up to the member states to investigate and bring charges up when appropriate. So apparently the UN can't, like, arrest anyone, but they do tattle on you. They're just like, hey, the reason this guy got fired is because lots of weed and chainsaw planes.
A chainsaw plane. That'd be a pretty cool
would
plane.
not fly very far, but you better not get in its way.
Right.
Like, it's not necessarily going to crash. It's worse off for whatever it crashes into. But yeah, UN. Crazy. Sounds like a party. And occasionally I assume they do diplomatic stuff. There's diplomatic goings on there. One would hope. Okay, we can move on.
All right.
This one made it out into a few social media things, but I thought it was super funny. Submitted subreddit pics by Don Geronimo. That's a fun name. On the backside of Mom's headstone, on which it says, "Aww. Mom's Christmas cookies." So on the back of this woman's headstone, which I didn't even know you could put stuff on the back of a headstone. I didn't know that was an option. This is a recipe for her Christmas cookies, which is sweet, but also these must have been the best Christmas cookies anyone's ever had if you're going to put them on your tombstone.
Maybe.
Like, that is a gauntlet thrown. That is a...
People are pretty thrilled about their recipes. I don't even know what oleo is. It's probably some kind of fat.
Oleo, isn't that? It's margarine, I think.
Oh.
Or like margarine, maybe.
But see, we don't know.
I wouldn't even think about oleo in a...
Right.
I don't even know what aisle to get oleo.
Probably in the fat aisle.
Probably. I think it's margarine. I'm not positive, though. I think it's an old-timey word for margarine. And frost.
Has anyone tried these recipes?
I don't know.
This recipe?
Feels weird, right? Like, to make a dead lady's cookies? Obviously, she wanted you to, but...
I mean, I would say, let's do it.
Should we
have a taste test?
Hey, our Christmas episode is not too far off.
You want to mail us some cookies?
I'm not going to ask this person's mother is dead. I'm not going to ask them to
mail. Oh, no, not them.
Oh, just someone will make these cookies and then send them to us?
We have people who watch us.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Or we could just make them. That could be our very special episode.
I don't even know where to get oleo.
Yeah, that's step one. We got to find out oleo. Everything else seems to be pretty...
Yeah, I own all of those things.
She'll say, and frost. So no frosting recipe on here, which I'm like...
I mean, you can frost it with things. Or leave it out in the winter?
Yeah, but I feel like you should make... So I think it's more important to make your own frosting than make the cookies from scratch. Frosting is gross.
I like frosting.
Yeah,
No, wrong. Don't use...
Right, no.
I say no to that.
This is the front page's baking tip. If you're going to make anything that's frosted, make the cake or cookies from a box, and then make the frosting.
Well, I make everything.
Well, no, yeah, but, I mean, these are busy people. These are busy folks. They don't need the time to go on Reddit themselves. We have to bring Reddit to them, all right? They're busy... I don't know. They're like the lady.
Metropolitan viewers
people.
Of the internet.
It's okay. It's like a romantic comedy. They're all gonna meet a nice man or woman, whatever they're into. Doesn't matter. And it's all gonna work out for them by the third act. That was
all right.
That was one hell of a tangent we just went on. So I think we can move on.
Cookies.
Move on to
and our condolences.
Oh, yeah, your mom seemed like a cool lady. But we got to move on. I'm sorry. We'll move on to one of our favorites. Today I Learned, submitted by Sir Soliloquy. People got really, 4-syllable words in their names this week. A lot of smart people on here for some reason. I don't know why.
That's 5 syllables.
Just soliloquy.
Sir Solilo.
Yeah, the whole thing is 5, but soliloquy is a 4-syllable word. It could be like butts. That doesn't make them smart just because it's 5 syllables.
True.
But I think that's actually a better name than Sir Soliloquy.
Hey,
all right,
man, I don't judge.
All right, fair enough. Did you hear about this one? Today I learned the mobile game Send Me to Heaven involves throwing your phone in the air as high as you can. This one, I like this one. Like many successful smartphone games, the goal of Send Me to Heaven is easily communicated. Unlike other games, the goal is to throw your phone as high as you can and then catch it. It's available on Android, but not in the App Store. Apple determined that the game was, quote, encouraging behavior that could result in damaging the user's device. App creator Peter Swarovski, or it's probably Swarovski, told Wired that he is disappointed by the ban. The 50-year-old from Prague said he hoped to have people shatter as many iPhones as possible. So for a second there, I was like, oh, they took his game out. He made a 50-year-old guy made a game. That's rare. But like, he's just like, no, I wanted people to break their stuff because of my game. So malicious intent was definitely behind this game.
Mischievous intent.
Not malicious? It was definitely designed to do harm.
To do mischief.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's both. I thought you were correcting me. I'm sorry. Let's never fight again. I hate it when comments. I hate it when mommy and daddy fight. He has not been without some success, however. Send Me to Heaven has caused ample destruction for reckless Android users who have been leaving negative reviews on the Google Play Store, where the game has been available since April 28th. Such are the hazards of playing the game Send Me to Heaven. And if you're thinking of cheating on the leaderboards to impress your friends with your willingness to chuck your phone, don't bother. This is where it gets interesting with the actual tech. To determine the height to which you flung your phone, the game detects the time that the phone is in zero gravity. So it uses like the accelerometer and figures out through that how high you threw it. When the phone leaves your hand, it starts to climb and it's already in zero gravity. When it hits your hands again, it's sensing gravity again. The method used to calculate the height means Send Me to Heaven won't work with extreme stunts like hurling it from a cliff or taking it skydiving. Anytime your phone falls further than it rose, the app returns an error. So like he already planned out so he thought of this, probably got through some designs and someone went, well, what if you just threw it off a cliff or took it skydiving? And he was like, all right, more coding needs to be done. The leaderboards for Send Me to Heaven, this is my favorite. Leaderboards for Send Me to Heaven show some players have managed to get their phones as high as 40 meters or 131 feet.
Whoa.
Swarovski did a little investigating to learn how that impressive score had been achieved and discovered that some players are using slingshots. So some people are using like those.
I mean, that's the game.
What? Yeah, right. I mean, I don't think there's anything in the rules of Send Me to Heaven that says you can't use other apparati to throw your phone. But I assume someone is using one of those, like, remember the water balloon slingshots? It's one of those to launch a phone that they clearly don't care about that much. They're much better off than me.
Well, maybe they're using pillows.
Even so, I wouldn't launch my phone 131 feet in the air. Like, that's to get on a high score in a game. Like, I'm scared. I'm sometimes scared to hold my phone with one hand. Like, I might drop it. So to put it in a slingshot seems, although now I am thinking of ways I could get an even higher score, like some sort of air cannon or
like one of those t-shirt.
Oh, a t-shirt launcher. Cut that part out. Too good an idea. We're not giving that one away for free. But don't download Angry Birds. Angry Birds is fine. Or
Flappy Bird?
Is that still a thing?
No.
I thought that went away. Yeah. Carcassonne. Download Carcassonne. Or Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride's good.
Play me on Galaxy Trucker.
Give your name out.
Just find me.
All right. I hope there's some sort of connection, through your Twitter or something.
On there all the time.
All right, fine. All right, well, we can move on.
We're going to move on.
Oh, to submit subreddit science. We like our science one. This is what we do a lot of, especially in the past few weeks. I think we've done a lot of health science related things. Submitted by Bloomsy to the subreddit Science. Researchers have developed a blood test that can accurately diagnose from a single drop of blood. This is both exciting because this is exciting for two reasons. One, medical diagnosis is a good thing, especially accurate medical diagnosis. And two, I'm afraid of needles. So I don't like having my blood drawn. Makes me very upset. So I'm very excited about this. But it says researchers at the VUMC Cancer Center, Amsterdam, have developed a groundbreaking technique that can detect different types of cancer at an early stage from a single drop of blood. Current cancer detection methods usually rely on scans and tissue biopsies, which are time-consuming, difficult, and often expensive. CT scans, for example, can only detect relatively large tumors that are usually in advanced stages. The ability to detect cancer in blood, also called liquid biopsy, is a major advantage in the early diagnosis and detection of cancer cells. So I guess the way this works is the blood platelets of patients with cancer contain unique RNA patterns. RNA is a part of DNA, which make it possible to diagnose between healthy individuals and people that have cancer within a 96% certainty for most types of cancers. So it listed in the article, it said like the big one, like prostate, lung, breast cancer, all of the, like, it can determine which one of those within like 71% accurate, but if it can figure out like, oh, you definitely have one of those within 96% accuracy off of one drop of blood. That's crazy. Although it is still in early experimental phases, a team is currently working on fast, cheap, and usable blood tests for public use and is expected to be available by the year 2020, which is not that far away. You might think like, oh, these things are always so far off. That's
around the corner.
I guarantee there are movies coming out in 2020 that you're excited about and are speculating about. So this is not too long to wait. Well, maybe too long for some people. That's sad. Why'd I go there?
Well, there's still the treatment part.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, no, that's the real thing. And medical science, yay, good. But one drop of blood, no drawing of blood, no needles for Tyler. I'm very excited by this. Now, if they could only figure out a way, like, this needs to be combined with some sort of, like, 1, 2, and then they stick you, like, some sort of distracting method, so...
I mean, like a diabetes blood sugar test.
I don't even like those. I hate those. No, I need to be, like a child. I need to, like, jingle your keys and then stick me. So I'm like, wait, you tricked me. That's the only way I'm comfortable with having my blood drawn.
Now I know how to stab you with a needle.
That's true, yeah. I'm a very easy target. You just needed to do a magic trick, and then you could easily murder me. All right. But that's good. All right, we can move on. Next story. Submitted subreddit Funny by Helsinki Valo. It just says, the title is, well, this review helped me with my online mattress shopping. And is an image of some sort of review of a mattress, and the title of the review is, I almost died. There was a fire in my building. I slept through it. Which 100% will sell me on a mattress. Like, it's very rare when a review of something was, it's so good, I literally almost died because of how good it is.
That's a way.
I don't know what else. Maybe like some sort of like donuts. Donuts are so good, I died from them because
it'd be a really, really
it'd be a
big
long
amount of donuts.
Sure, but yeah, it's not like dying in. It's not like the convenience of dying in a fire because your mattress is so comfy. It's a. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm excited about this, about the prospect. I don't think it says. You could probably find out, but I want to know what mattress this is that this person nearly died because of its level of comfort. All right, we can move on. This next one's weird.
Okay.
Not weird, like, I don't know. I feel like, do you remember the toilet paper one that I...
Oh, yeah, the splintery toilet paper.
No. This is way back. This is when the toilet paper roll that got easily replaced, and I was impressed
yeah,
by it, and you
yeah.
couldn't have cared less.
I mean, it's convenient.
I'm worried this is going to fall into the same category,
Right.
but we'll go on. This has been a subreddit videos by Eli Beard 51. This is the Windcatcher Invention. So this is a video, and it starts off with the classic like infomercial, like, don't you hate when this happens? Like, it's so hard to blow up things. And then it goes straight into, I'll skip ahead. It goes straight into like, oh my God, why hasn't this been invented? So tries to blow up this thing and is not very successful. But look at this thing. What?
Dang, yo.
Right. He could have stuck me with a needle. It's like a magic trick. It's based on like a super simple like principle. Like you can do this. Like this is one of those like dumb little fool your friends ways where it's like you blow up something faster. But it's a case of, oh, why not? Why wasn't it just this? Like why this is the inflatable equivalent of like the penny farthing bicycle, where it's just like, why not the same size wheels? Why did we invent the first one with different size wheels? That doesn't make sense. But I think this person, I think you can actually order. We'll throw out the if you go to windcatchergear.com. This is the Windcatcher AirPad 2. For all your convenient camping needs. Or apocalypse survival.
Or, you know,
Kit.
maybe you're just squatting somewhere.
I wonder if this is the mattress that was so comfy he almost died.
We've had a lot of beds.
That's true. Also, if it is, get another mattress. You shouldn't be living in an apartment on an air mattress. You're not.
I did for a while.
Yeah, but were you like, I've done it, eureka? This
No.
is it. Yeah, there were circumstances under which that happened that I'm sure you weren't happy about.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, it was not the Air Mattress 2, or what is it called? AirPad 2.
Windcatcher.
The Windcatcher AirPad 2. Okay, we can move on to
Dun dun dun.
our last story. I probably shouldn't have given you the opening for that.
Dun, 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 dun.
The dramatic music. Is that copywritten also? Do we have the rights to?
I thought I made it up.
All right.
It was improvised, folks.
This is submitted to the subreddit Funny by Digital. Yes. It's
Digital, yes.
Digital. No, but it's not. It's Digital YSS. Or unless it's like digital.
Digitalize.
Digitalize? Could
Maybe.
Be. Yeah. It sounds like something they would say in like an old cartoon where like you go into a computer, like digitalize. If you're familiar with the Oatmeal website, the Oatmeal?
Yeah.
Great
cartoons
website.
and yeah.
Brilliant cartoon, brilliant satire. But it says here the Oatmeal trolled Huffpo UK yesterday when they got caught hot linking. So I guess what happened was.
Will you explain hot linking?
I will. The Huffington Post tends to be sort of what we do, an aggregator. Mm-hmm. Unlike us, Huffington Post doesn't always give credit or make it so that to help the creator out. So what happened was the Huffington Post ran a cartoon from the Oatmeal as if it was sort of one of their stories. And it says, they didn't quite steal it, but they didn't quite give credit. But it was a cartoon of having cats versus having a baby by the Oatmeal. And so what happened was hot linking is when instead of hosting an image or a video on your website, you just link directly to that image.
Oh, okay.
An unfortunate side effect of that is the host of that image, the person who's doing it, can just go ahead and replace that image, and then it changes on your website. And that's exactly what the Oatmeal did. The Oatmeal left a note saying, Dear Huffington Post, please don't hot link messages without permission. It cost me money to host these. Here's my monthly bill. And he added a screen grab of his monthly bill for hosting his images on his website. And apparently did this for a ton of images.
Wow.
Just staying to, and basically, I don't know how long after, I'm assuming this was an ongoing thing where they stole multiple stories from him. I don't know how long after this went up that he made this change, but This is the best part. It gets down at the bottom and he replaces the last one with LOL, I drew a butt and a pee-pee. It's the ultimate troll move where it's like, well, it's good to stick it to him, but how can I incorporate a drawing of a dick somehow?
And a butt.
And a butt. LOL, I drew a butt. And also the Oatmeal is like a 40-year-old guy. He's not like 12, which makes it even funnier. But that's going to do it for us. I thought that was great.
It's good.
Thank you so much for watching. What can be their homework? What do we do?
I think sugar cookies.
Not sugar. We don't want them to bribe us. I would much prefer...
That's not a bribe.
I would much prefer they spend a lot less time and they can comment. Comment anything. Type a few things. If you have a cookie recipe. If you have a cookie recipe that you think is better than that, ladies, put it in the comments below. I want to see it.
Let's not even compete. Let's just share.
All right. Well, fine. Let's put a positive spin on it, and we'll declare a winner next week. Thank you so much for watching the front page. I'm Tyler Slayton.
I'm Neil Figuracion.
We will see you next time.